period, 5 years was master. And I believe it was a company, I think 17 final master and 117. Do you know the number? Yeah. I sent it, right?
In 7 days.
34
Oh, you got it right. No, 17.
17, okay. Okay, so 5 Sharon Rose masters, 17 diamond masters, 117 sales masters. That's amazing.
3 Sharon Rose.
3. Oh no, they have more.
Oh, they have more.
So you see that amazing. So in order for them to have that mastership with the period, which means they need to buy. They planned it. They planned it. Mastership. Sharon was master. You know the sales master. Basically, you already know that you have to have 700, right? And how much do you need? 2.5 million. So that's just for individual. One individual, right? Per sales master. Can you do the calculation? 2.5 million. What do you need to purchase an individual to have the 2.5 million? The product they already have in Indonesia. In order for you to get that.
Skincare, 35,000.
One skincare, so probably when for the masters, they're not buying that. They're buying for 100,000 PV skincare. Because skincare have 4 different price lists. Same as Hemohim. You can buy one product for higher price for 100,000 PV. One product for lower PV, 35,000 PV for lower price. 2 sets, 3 sets, 4 sets. Right? So for masters, usually they buy for one skincare for higher PV. So if you're calculated in Canada, usually like $6,000. So imagine if those people have to buy those many products, what happens? Even in Canada, one Sharon Rose master in 1 period, hard. You saw there was how much sold out 2 weeks ago. There was a new Star Master one. So whenever there's a product really sold out, except Christmas time. So something I didn't know when I just joined asking me, but whenever it's sold out, why they're sold out? Later I figured there's last year. Right? So you really need to buy those PV to make up those PVs. Kind of product to make up PVs, right? That's why those sold out happens. Amazing number, isn't it? I was looking at it like, what were they doing? I know I've been hearing a lot from Bernie. There's a lot of issues going on, but it's getting better. Getting better. It only has been 3 weeks now. Right? 3 weeks. Right? So it's improving really fast, and I heard more product will be moving. It's absolute lunch already, and healthcare product probably lunch next year. So what we're targeting is a healthcare product, not really a skincare. You know the reason why we're pushing for healthcare, not the skincare? Anybody want to guess why? Oh, not really. I'm talking in terms of our business. In terms of our business. Instead of like really pushing people to buy the skincare, we're really promoting people to use our health supplements. When people buy one Absolute, one skincare, we're hoping people only use for 2 months. But ladies end up using it for 6 months, 7 months. So when you purchase, it really slows down, right? But as you all know, the health supplement, something you need to take daily, so you know when it will be end. So basically our Hemohim is monthly fees. Alright, so just talking in terms of business. Right? So if you have the same number of members, one line 100 people, the other line 100 people, this one, everybody buys Absolutes. This one, everybody buys Hemohim. You will see the huge difference. At start, everybody buys using the PV. But next month, probably 0 PVs. Because you're not going to buy Absolute again next month. But this line where you all have a Hemohim, if they fall in love, let's say you have 100 members, if even half of the people fell in love with Hemohim, they will do repurchase. Which means you get how much PV. Right? So we're not gonna judge people what product you're buying, but I'm just giving you the information in terms of accelerate. Because some people say, oh Gary, so many people buying excited because you see the PV right now. But if you don't introduce any other product, next month after, they see what's going on. That's what usually happens, right? So that's why not only skincare, you have to introduce other than skincare, like health supplements that can really maintain your regular PV count. Right? Did you know that our team meeting is awesome? You didn't know, now you know. So when I say awesome team, get together, then you are. Because when we had a meeting, I believe like May or April this year, when we had a meeting, I have to come up with a team. Because I cannot say just team. It's better for us to have some unique names. So I just say awesome team, everybody loved it. So we are awesome team because we're awesome. Awesome leaders.
I see you.
I'm sure everybody have a different reasons why you're doing that. Right? There could be many different reasons. But when I ask every individual, it comes down to one.
What?
What you do?
No, wait for me.
But you all know what the withdrawal income is. I have a picture. What does that mean? The pig is sleeping but still making money. And you know who says this? If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you won't work until you die. Who said
I'm
that?
really good at
Oh, who said it? I was gonna say if you answer, I'll give the gift later.
I'm waiting yet.
Warren Buffett, he said if you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you have to work until you die. When I saw this quote when I was in 20,
Okay.
and it didn't really mean anything to me. And I think this line, when you look at the book, written by Richard Burdett, the similar quote is also there. If you don't find a system, if you don't find a way to make money, right, you have no future, or you have no solution for you to retire comfortably. That's what he wrote in this book. But think about it, when you're 20, are you thinking about retirement? You think there's a great future ahead of you, right? But when you turn 30, 35, this quote's becoming more real to you. You start thinking about how can I retire? What's the way for me to retire? But did you find any way to retire comfortably without worrying about any financial issues? That's sad. You know what Mike said? Die early. But that's still out of your control. That's, yeah, out of your control. If you can control, that's lucky. Yeah, you know, I don't have any more money. Let me die tomorrow. That's a good thing, yes. But honestly, unless you have money now to invest in real estate or like have a money saved in your bank account, I heard from one of the members in USA, I think he's really speeding up on his mastership. He was a CP accountant for the last 30 years. You have to deposit $2 million in your bank account. You will get around $2,000 interest. Do you have $2 million? Then you don't have to go for sales master. $2 million, you'll get $2,000 interest. Right? But that's the issue. Many of us, ordinary people, don't have that much big capital for us to deposit in the bank account. So that's why people end up looking for no marketing business opportunity. Right? Because compared to anything else, like you don't really have to input much capital. Usually, system already built in there, and they already give you product or a service that you can share. But what's the reason that people do fail or have a negative perspective of digital marketing? Anybody done their marketing before? I haven't tried anything, but whenever people say network marketing, oh, don't talk about it. That's what people usually do, right? And then when somebody introduces you a new product, is it network marketing? Then you don't even want to look at that product. Because you think that by using the product, you get hooked on it, right? You get hooked on it, you're going to lose all your friends. That's what people think. Now, that's how I thought when I grew up, if I get involved in network marketing. Right? But because network marketing there is a membership fee. Right? So there's so many strings attached, basically. So when somebody presents me with a network marketing opportunity, there's always a fee attached. Okay, so Erin, when you sign up, there's a certain fee you need to pay, and then if you want to be a certain level of distributor, you have to buy a certain package. Right? You have to buy like $500 or $1,000 package for you to give it a try the product so you can share it to your friends. So there's a fee involved. And we need your credit card number, so we will save it on our system. So every month, the company will send you the product. So when you keep on calculating it, even if you're just paying $100 every month, how much per year? That's only $100, nothing every month, so it can be debited from my credit card. So you give your credit card number. But if you add it up $100 for the whole year, you're basically spending $1,200 for the whole year. That's what the company set it up, which we cannot give away. But why people laughing at me? Everything I said, it's not there. Right? Membership not there, membership not there. There's no fee involved. And that's the one reason people not sometimes super active. You know what? No membership, no fee, nothing to lose. Whether I'm doing not fit, I'm not getting a disadvantage. But people who understand the concept of being short they end up burning the you're already making it. While you're sleeping here in Canada, heat is coming up from. You realize which people don't get it. If you have a store, if you have a physical store, when you're sleeping, your store's closed. Right? Even if the stores make $1 million, if you're asleep, no sales. But in Activate with our system, even if you're just talking right now, maybe your family members purchasing it right now. You're creating a lead. So you found the system. Because that's the system everybody's been looking for. Right? We have it on our hand. But we don't know how precious it is. So I think once people know the importance of it, they will act on it. Even though you don't even have to push it. But once people understand the big concept behind it, they start researching on their own. They're trying out all this product. You don't even have to push it. Nobody has to push me once I really got it. But it took me a while. It took me almost a year for me to, this is it. Right? But some people explain it in 30 minutes. Okay, I get it. I'll do it. So I wish I had that mindset. So I would not waste that 1 year. It really differentiates the regular income versus. I have sent this a lot. Last 4 years to many of my members. Many. Not single of them really understood. They just read it, okay, fine. Through Activate, you can have this lifestyle. Imagine your income growth exponentially. If you're working just regular job, let's say, how much a percentage is the increase? 2%? But not every year you got increase. Right? We get bonus, right? But still, the increase is not that huge. But think about it. Income grows exponentially, which means I'm just using this for recording at the back. So I know some people weren't able to come here, so we can record it and then we can share to people who weren't able to be here, and then we can even share this one to Indonesia if you could put the subtitles. And your income grows exponentially, income can continue indefinitely. That's a key word there, indefinitely. Right? And Master of Wealth Creation. I like the title. Right? Master of Wealth Creation. And true financial independence, time freedom is yours to enjoy. You don't have to go to work 9 to 5. You don't have to get permission anymore getting a day off. That's one thing I really hated it. when I went back to work for my second daughter, I was already like 4 months pregnant. Every time, you know, like if you're pregnant, you know how often you have to go see your OB doctors. No, you cannot go. I have to go. No, it's a busy schedule today. You cannot go. Every time I hear that, you know what? I better quit. But the thing is, if I quit, what will I do? So I think it's a dilemma of many employees out there. Right? Oh, we have a PA day tomorrow for my kids. Can I take a day off? No, you can't. So we say we're living in the free world, but we're not. We don't really have a freedom of our time. As long as you're employed by some company, some organization, your time is controlled by them. But nobody, even myself, I haven't even thought about it because I'm getting paid every 2 weeks. You know, I get paid for it, so I should be thankful for that. But once I come out from the comfort zone, once I come out from the box, I see the bigger picture. I can really say I'm freedom. My time is really my time. And income continues to be created. So yesterday, who came to? Oh, only 30 came. Came one day seminar yesterday, Mishraga. One thing I said, it asked me, you know, our general commission maximum how much? I'm talking about general commission. What's the maximum? $1,500, right? $1,500 every day. If you meet 50 million PV every day, so this is what I'm talking about. So in general commission, you know, we have a different levels, right? So you get 70, 140, 340, right? When you meet 50 million, how much do you get? That's, so imagine $1,500 every day until you die. Imagine. It's not just like a one time only. If you create a big consumer group, and if they purchase a product worth of 50 million PV every day, that's what companies are willing to give it to you. And that's the goal we're toward to get it. So imagine, really, even, like starting from today, I'm gonna get $1,500 every day until I die. Really give you peace of mind. Sometimes, like when you meet not easy consumers, right? Oh my God, do I really have to do this? But back of my head, you know what? I still have to go because I'm gonna get $1,500 every day until I die. That's the key. There is no time limit, right? Once you create that infrastructure, you will get that $1,500 every day until you die. It's not only benefit for you, it can really totally change your family lifestyle. Not only your family, your relatives. That's what CEO Park talking about, right? So let's say, if you're getting $1,500 every day until you die, one of your cousins or one of your niece or nephew getting married, how much money can you give it out? If you weren't getting the money, probably maximum 500, maximum. Even putting 500, should I give it or no? But imagine $1,500 every day until you die. You can't even give. Okay, here you go, $10,000. Use it. So it's not only about your life changing. Through your hard work, you can change the whole lifestyle of your children, plus people around you. So that's how amazing it is. Yesterday, what I mentioned in one day seminar is, anybody have been to Atomy Korea site? Atomy Korea site. You did. So how many products were there? So many. So you feel jealous. How come do they have so many products? We don't. So many of my partners, members who went to Korea site, they always complained. Eri, Atomy Korea has this. How come we don't have this? We cannot change. That's the one thing doesn't matter how many times we complain, that's the one thing we cannot get it right away. So what we need to do, we have to change the way we think. We have to be thankful for what we have, and we have to utilize to make it benefit for us. But when you look at this global business, this map, This one's supposed to give you goosebumps. This one's supposed to give you chills, excitement. Yes, members in Korea, they have a variety of choices to buy the product. But people living in Canada, we do have a better option going global. Because as you all know, Korea is not a multicultural country. Right? But here, even just your co-worker could be Vietnamese or from Russia or from China. I know we might Atomy might open India next year. So you see Indian people like everywhere. So they can be your future potential partners. So Canada compared to other countries, you might say it's very tough to do business, but don't focus in Canada if it's hard for you. Wide open, the opportunity is wide open for you. When I joined, so I mean not when I joined, when I really decided to do it as a business was 2014. At that time, only Taiwan opened. So beside Korea, Japan, USA, Canada, Taiwan was the only. And I have nobody in Taiwan, and I didn't really see that the opportunity. I don't know how to approach. So to me, the global vision, it was there, but I didn't know how to utilize it for my business. Right? Even when Singapore opened, I did all those crazy things. On the Facebook, I joined all those Singaporeans meetings. You know, they have a Facebook groups. So I joined. Have you heard of Atomy? Nobody answered. But at least I give it a try. Nobody answered. But when they announced that they're going to open in Philippines, we do have a lot of Filipinos living in here. And I had a lot of members who are from Philippines. So, you know what? This is my opportunity. So let me go. So I went. I stayed there for 3 weeks. If I didn't go there, probably it was hard for me to really push it through Indonesia. Because I know what went well and what didn't go well. So because it always have to have a mistake or failures. So from there you can learn to be a better. So compare, because I know a lot of issues going on in Indonesia, but when I compare with the Philippines, even opening, they delayed so much. We went there 2016 January, believing a company will open February. Right? So okay, let's go month before. So let's get all those memberships. Let's get them a demo, this and that. So we can start from February. February came, no news. March, no news. So we start getting complaints from the Philippine members. What's happening? Isn't it fraud? You're there, but nothing happens. April, so honestly, at the time, I didn't even want to look at my phone. Because all complaints, all questioning, but I have no answer to tell them. May came. I'm sure so many complaints, not beside my group, so many people complaining. The company said you're going to open in February, so many other team were planning for it. But they announced that we're going to have a grand opening in June. Okay, I've been waiting enough. This is the time. When it opens, I believe more than 10,000 people went. Right? But the capacity of the ballroom, it was only for 5,500. So imagine half of the people were still outside. So same as Indonesia, Philippines still hot, humid, right? So people were outside. So oh my God, this is it. But it took a while until actual website opens. So imagine people were excited with the grand opening, but it doesn't mean your business has started. Our business based on online. So we're waiting for online to be open. Online actually opened around November. The first product they introduced, detergents. So my member is asking, what we will do with the detergents? I cannot have 100 detergents in my place. So even if the online shopping mall opened, no sales, nothing. So we start picking up from the year after, but still, the year later, but still a lot of challenges with no credit card payment option, only bank deposit. So many people were tired. Right? So all the people, like I saw it as a potential, now I'm getting them back. Because now the Philippines kind of catching up right now. So I'm reaching them out. But compared to the Philippines, Malaysia, once they opened, 6 months later they had a credit card. So see how the time has been short enough for them to fast up the business, right? Actually, Malaysia had more product, faster product than Philippines. Because even as a company, Malaysia was doing so well. Malaysia had the same way of the buying power like Indonesia. So when they opened, they had a similar number of mastership at the time too. So imagine the sales were like skyrocketing at the two. Right? So I know you might hear some complaints from your partners, but in 3 weeks, so many things has been improved. Right? And soon, I'm sure company will work on those systems or any credit card payment failures. So I'm sure they're working on it, even the delivery system. Right? Because if you're not living in Jakarta, which area was it? Pontianak? Pontianak, even they're having a high fee to pay for the deliveries. Right? So that's kind of drawback for members to make a purchase. Right? So if the fee is too high, I'm sure company will find a better way to make, because business concept for Atomy is making customer success. If customers are dying because of a too high delivery fee, company will definitely figure out the way to lower it down. Because even Philippines, I remember they changed it 2 times, the delivery company. So now they have reduced the minimum purchase. So before, like Manila Capital, your order has to be minimum 6,500 pesos, right? But it went down to 5,000. Now I believe like 4,400. So you see, they're improving to make it better for consumers, right? So this global business is supposed to give us the excitement for us living in Canada, right? So Indonesia just opened. You know which country opening soon? Russia, just December. Russia opening, what that means, they will open up the website. So they're not going to have an opening ceremony until next year because they have so many other things to do. But we as a business people, do we really care when is the opening ceremony? We only want to know when is the actual website opens. Right? And I heard they already have like 30,000 members registered. You don't have to wait until Russia opens. You can register them now. Same way we register Indonesian members. Through Korean site, you can register Russian members. For Russian, to register Russian, you need passport. I think that's the ID form which they can use. Yeah, but I'm having a hard time reading the letters. So I need to make a Russian friend soon to help me to read it. So this is our hope. Right? Because you know how many people registered in Canada? 50, 55 was it? 56,000 members registered in Canada. But you know how many people registered in Indonesia just for the 3 months? Right? So even Canada treating you not so well, don't worry. You have plenty of fishes out there who can help you to go globally. Right? So China just opening next year, like Hong Kong at the same time with China. You see Chinese people over there. Me and Ferdy were joking. Maybe we should go to Chinatown and go. Why not? I mean, if they say no, that's fine, right? We just give it a try. I think once we get the key concept, nothing to worry about. So those are the key concepts of Atomy business structure. Even when we're talking about the compensation, you know that the general commission levels, that's not the key for the compensation. That's something you can just see and see where you are right now. Okay, I want to get to that level for getting that much commission, then you will know how much PV you need. That's not the key point for the general commission. That's just giving you the guideline. Key concept, Atomy, unlimited levels. I'm not sure which business was it. Do you have unlimited levels too for the previous network marketing you did? So you go down under you, and then from the certain level, see, how about what you did?
Sam, only 7 level.
So let's say you register, so 7 members. So from the 8th member, you don't really see, you get certain. So if you want to do those business, you have to be super smart. Because you have to calculate it, those numbers.
Binary is a star. You can register anyone under you.
Sorry, I'm not really getting.
It's like a under you. Everybody.
You have
As many as you like.
many feet.
Yeah.
Not just
Oh, okay.
feet. Once you get
I'm
seven-
telling you, just doing binary is hard. How can you look after those many fish? Even just looking at the 2 lines is hard. Amazing thing is unlimited. It also makes this business very fair. It gives fair chances. So let's say if company set the line, okay, you only can get benefit for a certain level, which means you cannot register anybody. If they're not gonna do the business, if they don't look like a star, you cannot register them, right? You have to register the person who they can't help you, support you in terms of business. But since Atomy is unlimited, option is open, wide open. Even the person doesn't speak English, it's okay. As long as they have hair. That's what the one leader said. But even if you don't have a hair, still you need to use our product. So this is a funny story. One of the leader, you know what? When I was in Korea, I heard so many people complain that Canada there are not many people. That's why it's hard to do the Atomy business. But when he went downtown, like CN Tower, to the CN Tower tour around, there are so many people with the hair. How can you say that there's no people to register? So what basically was he trying to say is we're not trying it enough. We're not trying it hard. There are plenty of people who doesn't know Atomy yet. Right? So doesn't matter whether they don't speak the language or they're not smart enough, they don't know how to use a computer, that's fine. As long as they are willing to use the product, you can register them as your members. And unlimited globally too, right? And another key concept is a global ID. So, which I just explained a lot from the previous slide. Because of that, we can grow exponential income. If Atomy set the line just for Canada, we're not gonna gather here tonight. I wouldn't even be here. I'm not gonna join Atomy, honestly. Because you know, Canadian people, if you try to talk to them about the MLM or no marketing, you experience it, right? Because I tell them usually, oh, this is a great product. Instead of hearing about the product, the first question, is it network marketing, MLM? Oh, it's okay. But I'm not asking you to do the business. I'm only asking you to try the product. But still, it's okay. But when you talk to like people in other countries, network marketing doesn't matter. It's a good product, I'll use it. So you find that it's better, easier to talk to non-Canadians. And this is what many people missing out. Because we keep on saying Atomy is not selling, Atomy is sharing. Right? And what do you own? You don't own a product. You don't own a system. What do you own? Because what people think, okay, I need to share the product so they can buy from Atomy website. Then website is yours. You have to let them buy those products from your online shopping mall. The ID that everybody have once you register Atomy ID, Atomy membership, that ID, it's like your Atomy business number. That's a business you have. Because some people just looking at the product, oh, it's a lady business. I said, why? Men use a skincare too. It's like, oh no, we don't care about those stuff. But you still brush your teeth. So many people still think that it's a lady business. But I said, this is not lady, but this is an online business. There's no gender. Online business is open for everybody. And when you ask them about Alibaba or Amazon, they start opening their eyes. You know Amazon? Yes. You know Alibaba? Yes. Atomy is the same concept. And then they start, okay, can you explain further? So many people don't really consider this one as an online shopping business, which is the same as Amazon or Alibaba. Main difference that we have from that company, do you know which one? Did anybody shop at Amazon before or Alibaba? No, I haven't shopped at Alibaba, but I shop at Amazon. You don't get points, which means you're not gonna get any money back or commission from Amazon. Every money you spend, of course, it's a very convenient way for you to buy a product. Yes, it's convenient, you save a time. But that money only benefits the certain people working in Amazon. But every time you use your online shopping mall, and then when you share that shopping mall to your close ones, everybody who's buying product from Atomy, we all get benefit. Not only the company, every individual one of us who using the product, using that online shopping mall, getting the benefit. So I think that's one thing we have to let people know, right? Because people just busy registering members, not really telling what benefit they can get by becoming a member, right? Because customers these days, they really want to get something back. Nobody gets a credit card without the reward. If you have a certain number of credit card, if other company offers you with a better reward system, they switch, right? You know what's the Atomy business model? It was on the slide. If you were there yesterday, probably you'll know. It was on the slide. Compensation slide. With Atomy business model. Yes. Absolute quality and absolute price. Everything that I have just mentioned, you know, unlimited level, globally, yes, it is amazingly good. It is good. But the product that we're dealing with, if it's not absolute quality, absolute price, it wouldn't make sense. Right? Since it's absolute quality, absolute price, it can go global. It makes it easier for us to share. And then we can ask everybody that we know. Right? It's coming up, so I'm going to quickly. It's not from me, it's from our previous Vice President Kim, who, when he visited, when did he visit it? It was around September, August. He came to one of our seminar, and then he's the popular for saying, Atomy is a big business. And he usually asks us to follow after it. Right? So this is the 3 key things he shared to all of us. Atomy business, when you think about it, it's not that complicated. Right? So people always, how should I do it? How should I start? Very first, he said, you have to try all the product. How can you share without you trying it for yourself? Sharing becomes easier when you do have a confidence, when you have a good experience with the product, right? But if you don't like it, but still you're gonna share, it's not sharing, it's selling. You're selling the product for your benefit because you want the PV, I don't know what you want. So sharing becomes very easy once you fall in love with the product. And he said, once you try all the product that Atomy provides, and if you fall in love, next step is share. Share, and then once you share, also tell them to come to the seminar. Because sometimes when you're trying to explain Atomy to them, they don't want to listen. They know you too well. So ask them to come to the meetings or ask them to come to seminar. Let them hear directly from our CEO part, or let them hear from somebody else, some other speakers. Then probably they can see the bigger vision or they see differently. How many of you really listening to your mother? Even the same information, if it's coming from your mother, are you sure? Same thing when you get the information from the people that you know closely, sometimes it doesn't really register. So get a help. Company provides a perfect system, right? So like for this center, we have every Tuesday center meeting, right? And we have a once a month product day. I think that's the one event where you can invite many people as possible. Because when people like just listening about the product description or the terminology or technology, not many people understanding it. But once they see how it applied, experience, they can purchase more easily, right? And we have a one-day seminar. I think the next seminar coming up is November 16th, but it's only gonna be Mandarin. So we have a leader from Malaysia coming. Is it Malaysia, Taiwan? I think it's Malaysia. Malaysia leader coming in and share in Mandarin. So this Atomy Canada trying to increase the number of Mandarin Cantonese seminar, preparing for the China market next year. Right? So if you have anybody who speaks Mandarin but you cannot share, then bring them. Yeah, I don't speak Mandarin, but I still send them. You know, there's an amazing app, Google app. I'm Google Translator. So I said there is a Atomy one-day seminar. Do you want to come? Just put it. Google Translator. It translated. I just copy and paste and send it. So let's utilize the tool we have. Then we can have a small conversation with them.